Welcome, Warriors, to another episode of the Battle Ready series, my show within a show inside here at the Battle Harder podcast, where I give you tips, tools, and perspectives so you can move forward stronger and get on with your day. And today's episode is specifically for us men because there's something that happens to a lot of us somewhere between that 35 and 45-year-old mark that nobody really talks about. And here's the thing, on paper, your life looks fine, right? You have a job, you have responsibilities, maybe you're married, maybe you've got kids, you're doing the things, all the things that you were told you were supposed to do. But internally, something might feel off. You might feel disconnected. You might feel on autopilot, tired more often. You don't feel as sharp. You don't feel like you have a purpose. You're just kind of wading through life and just letting that time pass you by. And that excitement about life fades, right? And we don't talk about it. We just keep pushing forward because that's what our dads and our dads' dads and our dads' taught us to do, was just to keep pushing forward. So today we're talking about why men start feeling lost after 35, and more importantly, how to take it back to control. You know, in your 20s, your life feels like a mission. You're building something, you're chasing goals, you're trying to prove yourself to everybody, prove yourself to your friends, your family. Every year feels a little bit like progress, but somewhere in your 30s, that structure changes. You're no longer chasing survival, you're maintaining responsibility. Work becomes routine, the challenges become repetition, and that's where a lot of men start drifting because we're wired for a mission, for purpose, to be great, to be strong, to be more. But when there is no mission, your mind starts looking for stimulation instead. That's when you start doom scrolling, having more arguments with your significant other, start drinking more, looking at porn, being distracted. And it's not because you're weak. You just lost that sense of forward momentum, that forward movement. So I want yourself to ask yourself this honestly right now, wherever you are, driving, at home, working out. I want you to ask yourself, what are you building right now? Men, we need to build. What are you building right now? And if you can't answer that question, maybe that's where the feeling of being lost starts. Another issue is brotherhood. After 35, we lose our tribe. Why? When you're younger, friendships are automatic because of school, military, sports, maybe early in your career. You're surrounded by men going through similar struggles. But as life moves forward, responsibilities start to replace brotherhood. You work, you go home, you deal with the kids, you take them to soccer practice, you freaking do your responsibilities, your chores, all the things you have to do as being a father, a dad, a man. And you handle those family responsibilities, and suddenly the only conversations you're having are about work, bills, logistics. Men, we don't realize how much we need other men in our lives, not for complaining, but for accountability, but for challenge, but for perspective. I just had a conversation with a recent episode that's going to be releasing after this with my friend, former Marine Raider and business owner, Nick. And we were talking about this. The lone wolf mentality does not work. The lone wolf mentality is to set you up for failure. This shit about disappearing for 6 months and going in fucking monk mode and not talking to anybody and working on yourself is not going to work. Stop being a bitch when it comes to thinking that you have to be this macho ass man and do everything alone. No, there is men to help you, men in your corner, your tribe. We are a people of a tribe like mind. We've always been in tribes, and without other men to support, if you have friends and they're just freaking treating you like shit and talking down to you because you want to be great, then they're not your friends. You are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Isolation eats away confidence. So one thing you have to ask yourself is, when was the last time I had a real conversation with another man about my life? If that answer is, I can't remember, that's a huge part of the problem. Believe it or not, you have to find that tribe, right? And the one I see most often as a strength and conditioning coach, your body starts changing. It's just science, it's nature. As we get older, our muscle starts declining, our energy drops, our sleep gets worse, And if we're not actively training and doing something about it, that decline is going to accelerate times 10. What most of you guys don't realize is the physical decline equals an emotional decline. The physical decline also equals an emotional decline. When your body feels weak, your confidence drops. When your confidence drops, you start feeling lost. This is why training is so important. Not because you need abs, but because your body will regulate your mind. Our mind is so powerful. If you're looking in the mirror and you're feeling fat and sloppy and lazy, and you have man boobs and a fat gut and you can't see your penis, guess what? That's going to hurt your mental health. That's going to hurt your confidence. That's going to hurt your marriage because your partner isn't going to want to be with some disgusting fat slob. It's just the way it is. The better you look, the healthier you are, the longer you'll live, the happier you will be. Training builds discipline. Discipline builds confidence. Confidence will stabilize your life. It's facts. It's facts. If you are not training, you're wrong. It's just that simple. I'm going to be 49 years old in April. I can leg press 600 pounds. I can bench press 225 pounds. I can barbell squat almost 300 pounds. I can trap bar deadlift 400 pounds. And this isn't numbers to brag. This is because strength is reality to our longevity. The more muscle, the more strength, the more power you have, the longer you're going to live, the healthier you're going to be, the easier it's going to be to come back from injuries and other issues as we get older. Our responsibility gets heavy. This is another reason why after 35, we feel pressure. Bills, our family, our career expectations, maybe not being where we wanted to be in life. When you're younger, the stakes are lower. You have time to become who you want to be, time to figure it out, time to try different things. But when people depend on you, your wife, your kids, your family, that pressure starts to change. Everything changes, right? And we carry this pressure quietly because one, we don't have a band of brothers to talk about. Two, we think nobody's going to accept us or they're going to think we're weak or stupid or dumb. And three, we're not using fitness, nutrition, and health to help overcome stress and emotional issues. We don't complain. We just absorb the bullshit. And then that pressure turns into stress, frustration, short temper, disconnection, health issues. But here's the truth. Pressure isn't the problem. Your lack of structure, your lack of discipline, your lack of mindset is the problem. When your life has these things, your pressure, your stress, your drama becomes manageable. Without structure, you're going to be overwhelmed. If you're feeling lost after 35, don't panic. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It usually means that something in your life needs to be recalibrated. You're at a point in your life where you're like, oh shit, I'm not doing the things I said I would do. I'm not doing the things I want to do. I need to be better, not only for myself, I need to be better for my family. So you have to recalibrate your life. Sometimes we have to take audits on our life and change things as necessary so we become a bigger, better, badder, stronger person, not just for ourselves, but for our family. You have to rebuild your mission. You have to reconnect with a brotherhood, with a support system, and you have to train your body. Create structure in your life. Routine is good. Going to the gym 5 days a week is good. Eating healthy 5 days a week is good. Taking your wife on date night once a month is good. Routine, structure, mindset, discipline. And if you don't know where to start with your body. Move your body, because when your body gets stronger, your mind will get clearer. When your mind gets clearer, you will have better leadership and everything else will improve and begin to stabilize. Trust me, from a man that was 300 pounds when I got out of the military and who knows how much body fat to now 220 pounds and 20% body fat, trying to get down to the 18%, 15% body fat. I know the importance of health and fitness in my late 40s going on into my 50s. We have to break this thing where we think that when we get past a certain point of age, we just give up. Why? We're men, we're strong, we're tough, we're brave, we're bold, we're powerful. You have to maintain that shit in a world that wants to see you weak, in a world that wants to see you fail, in a world that wants to see you on drugs, in therapy, and watching porn. Create a structure, create a routine, create discipline. Start with fitness, then your nutrition. There's things that we have to take control of in order to be happy, healthy, and successful. I talked about it in one of my other solo episodes. That's faith, family, fitness, and finances. If something's lacking in that area, it's going to ruin your life. It's going to make you feel weak. It's going to make you feel like life sucks. So audit your faith, family, fitness, finances, and start chipping away at those until you can get to a better part of your life and do those things so you can be there for your kids, your wife, your friends, your family, and you can be the man that they need you to be. If you're listening to this and you know your fitness is weak and it's the weak link right now, that's where you start. Not because abs fix your life, but because discipline fixes a lot of the chaos that men deal with. This is exactly why I do the work. This is exactly why I coach men who feel pressure building quietly and need that structure to rebuild strength, energy, and control. If that's you, you can learn more or apply to work with me at battleharder.com. Get stronger, lead better, and stay battle ready. That's it for today's episode. If something in this conversation stuck with you, that's where the real change starts. Outside of this podcast, my work is centered on structured training, accountability, and helping people rebuild strength, discipline, and consistency when their life gets off track. If these conversations are useful to you, subscribing helps make sure you don't miss the ones you didn't know you needed yet. You can find more at battleharder.com or follow along on socials. Thanks for listening, and always be fit for battle.